Hi, my name is McKenna Rhodes. Today I'm going to be talking about the residence room, the admission, transferring, and discharging process. Let's get started. I'm going to start with the residence room. The residence room should be set up how the resident wants it. That is their home, their private place. The room should also be clean at all times. There should never be anything on the floor. If there's something on the floor, it causes risk of them falling or tripping over something and getting hurt. The lights and the sound should be adjusted how the resident wants it also. If the light or the sound is too high or bright, it can give them headaches. The bed before the resident comes in should be made at all times and tucked in. When making the bed, you need to make sure you put the fitted sheet on first, the wet pad in case they have an accident or anything happens in the bed, and then you put the top sheet on and then the pillowcases. While making the bed, you need to make sure that there are no wrinkles in the bed. If a resident cannot get out of bed, wrinkles in the bedding or the pillowcase can cause them to get bruises or marks on them, and we don't want that for them. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the admission process. The admission process starts in the admission office. The nurse should get all of the following. They should get the full name, the age, the birth date, the doctor's name, their insurance numbers, and their religion. And then the nurse should walk them to their room. While she's walking to their room, she can explain to them who she is, what her name is, and what she does, whether she's a CNA, an RN, or a doctor. Then once you get in the room, you can show them around, let them put their stuff where they want it, and then eventually you need to take their vitals. That way you can log what everything is. Next, I'm going to be talking about the transferring process. When transferring a patient, you need to have good communicating skills. The resident is moving to a completely different room. They're moving into a room with somebody who they've never met before. So they can be fearful. They can be scared. You need to help talk to them, communicate with them. Whenever you get in there, you need to, the staff needs to meet the resident, and the resident needs to meet the roommate so that she knows who she's going into a room with. Show her around that room. It could be different. It could be the same as the other room. Next is the discharging process. Before you discharge a patient, a nurse must give you the order to let them go. Usually before they get the order, the nurse will walk through what you need to be doing at home with, like, what pills you need to be taking, what exercises you need to be doing, the diets that you need to be on, basically all goals for you to help yourself get better. They will also explain to you what all happened while you were there and how to take care of it, basically what I just said. The nurse or social worker should handle the matter if the patient requests to leave. So you can't, if a patient requests to leave, you need to tell the nurse or the social worker, and then they'll work with them, and then you can just move on. When they leave, their stuff is all bagged up. You must go through the list, make sure that they have everything that they need. The NA will then be requested to remove items and clean the room and everything for the next resident. And yeah, I hope you learned something from that.